And I don't want to mention all of them, but I have to mention a few. I have to mention, of course, Falmouth in 1978. And I get emotional when I talk about Falmouth, to be honest, because it's not where I go in the world still. When you mention Glencullen, people say, oh, Falmouth country. That can happen anywhere in the world. So he made his mark, and he made his mark in all of us. 2 years later, a great friend of Falmouth in the year 1980, Dermot Watts from Cuinneagáin Hotelier, who's still a trustee, was the folk village of Glencullen and Margaret Cuinneagáin, the manager of the folk villages here tonight. Dermot Watts was a great supporter and friend of Falmouth and developed tourism in the Cuinneagáin region, and the Donegal company had come and saw fit to award him with this market at that time. Some years later, Sean O'Hoppy from Teelan in 1994, who was coincidentally, or not coincidentally, who was unanimously selected as Ultra and Oireachtas when it was in Glencullen in 1989. It was ignoring, and some of the Oireachtas people are here tonight. So Sean O'Hoppy was one of the most prolific folklore collectors in Europe, as I talk about Donegal. Years later, since 2005, Michael O'Donnell, another great friend from Kilcar, received this award. And all those ones I mentioned was deserved, as were all of the rest. And I'm delighted to be part of that cohort, and it's a privilege. Second thing I want to talk about, Tan Grad Shaw ar fáil aginne ar agamsa, there were a number of tajanta agin hardan dienta o hib na Gaelgiga. Agus hosi much a leader Dr. Cahar. Agus hope which are none at fame on a chuggish, on a forum Gaelgia, and leader of Nachahian. Ya pitchu o udra sagiatata, agus an kishya international to the era. Agus o hinili, had a graph agus a moment. Talmud na mead shakogin in the reader, lahaku as erin and lahella as actually a foot and dome. Agus sin tit spread the tugging. Now, nur hagen sheet, the walk sheet, a gilly gaelic a lorch agus a usage, but nadura agus the glacier, agus gillen sheet. We set up in 1984, more suppose as a hobby. We built our own centre in 1991 with assistance from Udra Sagatata and the International Fund for Ireland. I always like to give the International Fund for Ireland credit. It was a tremendous funding organisation for the border regions. And they supported us to the extent that we've been very successful in attracting a substantial number of adults from Ireland and from all over the world to learn the language, to improve the language, to enjoy it, and to accept that languages can coexist side by side without one being a threat to the other. One being a minority language, the other may be a majority language. Doesn't matter. You can still use them. They're still equal. You can enjoy them all. So, Tantarin, good English and transcription. Agus Tamajan of Rodernas. Agus Tamain of Weir. Do Muncher Lahum Kenya, a Hapkin, Muncher and Chimmy, Sabetta Klar, a Hapkin. Now Muncher Intacha, a Valanwich. Agus ta pitch-up who John Locke. Muncher not being Orin Dollar Loruk, ach a Hapkin coming, were taking shit to take a guest. Agus being spree up who. Tishin, kitchen, agus somebody imagine not beach the chuggers to the pitch of the ocean and the lee of Ireland. Agus come a dark a couple of days heat of should not have each of Tama realty, Tama total injection, mobilis for the new one, agus ahantas a horch to the division. But while you're in Shirod, mobilis a horch to Daftinia a Chitinian. I'd like to say thanks to everybody who supported us over the years. I'm not going to mention names except one. Edgescale would not not be in existence without my friend Joe Watson here from North Belfast. From a community in North Belfast, and in Belfast, educated in university in the classics, and ended up as Professor of Modern Irish in UCD. And I think it takes a partnership like we had. I was the front, the guy that do the hard sell, would sell the snow to the Eskimos, but Joe was, I suppose what you would say, the sensible person behind it all. So Joe, the man we have pictured as the Ahassan Gullenjesh Jogam Shinaral. Tugan Muncher Gavin Cuinneagáin, Muncher and Cuinneagáin, Taffy of Dublin doing, Tugan and Munchery a Daffy of doing, the Taffy of Lananach a Fai of it, on Start Chorus, Kaivishan Ara, the Tala Dunach of Gillian Shaw, Gaf Ara, a German's Taffy of Wifa, Furbage and Taffy of Shin. So you know, ask the Taffy of Tugan. Of Cabbage and a Neil and a Gaelic from Tossie, Agus and Darnarod. Go Wani and Gaelic mar hanga pobl so not to come to find them. As a printed journal, I'm accepting this award on a clear basis that I see the Donegal Association supporting what we do in Donegal and in the Gaeltacht on the Irish language and the work that we do. And I see it as a gesture of support for everybody that's involved in the promotion and the strengthening of Irish language and culture, especially in the Gaeltacht communities. And good evening, my very, very worthy recipient of the